Welcome to the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash from the WRAL Soccer Park in Raleigh, presented by the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest. This is the third annual Duck Splash, and shortly, 5,000 ducks will hit the water racing for glory and rewarding their owners with cash prizes of $500 for third place, $1,000 for second place, and $1,500 for the duck and owner that crosses that finish line first. And the good news is you still have a chance to collect one of those great cash prizes, but you have to have a duck in the race. So log on to ncducksplash.com before it's too late. Then sit back and watch the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash right here. You don't even have to be here to win, as long as your duck is. And it's all for a good cause, with proceeds going to support youth charities right here in our community. The Boys and Girls Club of Wake Forest, Note in the Pocket, the Kerr Family YMCA, and NCFC Youth Scholarships. Again, log on to ncducksplash.com, adopt your ducks, and join the fun. And thank you for joining us for the Wakefield Rotary's third annual Super Duper Duck Splash. The 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash, the third annual, presented by the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest. It's a great group. To the WRAL Soccer Park. We're about half an hour from race time, and again, it is the chance to buy ducks and adopt ducks to win the cash prizes. I'll tell you more about that shortly. But I want to welcome you to our third annual Super Duper Duck Splash, again at the WRAL Soccer Park. If you have time to get down here, you can join us and watch the race live. Last year, because of COVID, we did not have a live audience. This year, you're invited down to watch. And if you can't watch, or if you can't watch live, stay tuned as you're watching now on YouTube or the Wake Forest Rotary Club Facebook page, and like us or share us and tell your friends out there to tune in and thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up and send comments. We might be able to answer those comments along the way. The schedule is this. We'll have our race, the big Super Duper Duck Splash race, at about 12:30, but about 15 minutes before that, in about 15 minutes, the corporate race goes. Now, last year, that was a lot of fun, the corporate race. This duck right here, the Soul Dimensions duck, put together by Ellie Penner, won the race. And then, you know, Vegas has Soul Dimensions as even money again this year. But I want to tell you a couple other ducks that are going to be in the running. This duck right here is the University Financial Services duck, put together by Mark Kelly, who's our technical director. I want to welcome Mark to this show and tell everybody what a great job he's done putting this whole thing together, Mark Kelly. Cameras along the course, the internet signal, we're out on YouTube, we're out on the Facebook page, the Wakefield Rotary Club Facebook page. So I like this duck's chances. Of course,
Thank you, Brian.
Of course, there's one other duck I kind of like, and that's the Brian Williams television duck. He's right now 10-1 the Vegas odds to win the corporate race. All right, so that's the corporate race at about 12:15. We're going to be talking to each of our duck buddies along the way, representatives. Shane Brown's going to sit down here in a few minutes. He's with the Kerr Family YMCA. Note in the Pocket, again, is one of our duck buddies. The Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club is one of our duck buddies, and the NCFC Soccer Youth Scholarships is one of our duck buddies. The duck buddies are the beneficiaries of this charitable event, and again, it's youth services. We'll talk to each one of those representatives about their organizations. They're great organizations, and we at the Wakefield Rotary Club are very happy to to put together this to benefit those charities. All right, again, that's the great cause. Let me introduce you to the sponsors, the corporate sponsors of this day, because we couldn't do it without our corporate sponsors. And Mark, if you'll roll that tape on the corporate sponsors. The Wakefield Rotary Club's third annual Super Duper Duck Splash would not be possible without the help and financial contributions from our generous corporate sponsors, including our lucky duck sponsor, First Heritage Mortgage, our Mighty Duck sponsors, University Financial Strategies, Dreyer Martin CPAs, Kaleidoscope Realty Group, Monroe, Wallace, Morden, and Sherrill Attorneys. Our Friends of the Flock sponsors, Holden Moss CPAs, Warren Shackelford Thomas Attorneys, Brian Williams Television, Coastal Credit Union, J. Kephart Real Estate, Mitchell and Nemitz CPAs, Soul Dimensions, Wild Birds Unlimited. Our honorary duck partner, Reliant Rubber Company, LLC. And special thanks to Sunbelt Rentals for providing equipment to help build the Super Duper Duck Splash course. Nice count out there by Sister Neal. Thank you very much. I'm sitting next to a guy that normally, if we didn't have the Super Duper Duck Splash, you'd be out on a 50-mile bike ride, or maybe with your family on a rafting trip, canoeing. Shane Brown with the Kerr Family YMCA. He's club director and a good friend and a very important Wakefield Rotary Club member. What are you doing here today?
Well, I'm here because we want to race some ducks. We want to see some ducks go down this course. And of course, want to see somebody win a great prize. And at the end, we get charity partners that benefit from this. Our YMCA, the Kerr Family YMCA, is one of the charity partners, the Duck Buddies. And it's just wonderful that the dollars from this event are going to help us do things in our community, like send kids to camp, help with learning loss and education programs. It's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, things are getting back to normal, sort of.
We're definitely getting busy again at the Y. You know, when some of the rules have changed in our state, we've had folks coming back and members were eager and ready to be with us.
Talk about, if you would, the school activities specifically, and again, your Y Learning program, which is very important.
Yeah, so one of the great things that benefits from events like this is our Y Learning program, and that's an after-school program that is at no cost for children that need special help. So we're helping to get kids to reading level by the 3rd grade. They get after-school programming with teachers at no cost to them. These are kids that have been identified by the schools needing extra help financially and educationally.
Again, this is, you're one of the Duck Buddies. How important are these funds, and what specifically do you do with the funds?
It's huge. I mean, every year for us, we give away at our YMCA more than we get. And so for us, we have programs like Y Learning, like Camp High Hopes, like scholarships for membership and after school. There are families in our community in need, and the YMCA helps those families.
Mm-hmm. And how about adults? I mean, what's new with adults?
Well, you know, adults are in our YMCA every day, but there's some programs specifically that benefit from things like this, like the Live Strong program, which is for cancer survivors. There's also blood pressure monitoring and management programs and diabetes prevention that benefits from events like this.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Now, I think we have to sell some ducks so that we raise more money for the Kerr Family YMCA and our other...
More ducks equals more benefit. So this is your chance. Adopt a duck.
Adopt a duck. So, Mark, if you'll roll that video on how people can go on to ncducksplash.com and adopt your ducks right now, because
we're only at $28.35, so we need everybody to go to ncducksplash.com.
ncducksplash.com. And again, as I said in this video that you're going to see, once we open that gate, it's too late. So you're not going to get your ducks, and you won't have a chance to win that $1,500 first prize. Mark?
One duck is good, but go for the 6 quack or the quacker's dozen.
Love it, love it. Let's hear about that. The 3rd annual Super Duper Duck Splash, presented by the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest, is just moments away. And the good news is you still have a chance to collect one of those great cash prizes, but you have to have a duck in the race. In all, $3,000 is up for grabs with cash prizes of $500 for third place, $1,000 for second place, and $1,500 for the duck and owner that crosses that finish line first. So log on to ncducksplash.com and adopt your ducks before it's too late. Then sit back and watch the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash right here. You don't even have to be here to win, as long as your duck is. And it's all for a good cause, with proceeds going to support youth charities right here in our community. The Boys and Girls Club of Wake Forest, Note in the Pocket, the Kerr Family YMCA, and NCFC Youth Scholarships. So log on now to ncducksplash.com, adopt your ducks, and join the fun. And thank you for joining us for the Wakefield Rotary's 3rd annual Super Duper Duck Splash. By my count, you're about 15 minutes away from losing out on winning one of those great cash prizes. Again, third place is $500. If your duck finishes second, it's $1,000. And if you win that first prize, it's $1,500. Pretty good prize,
That's
huh?
awesome.
All right. And the important thing is the money that we raise for this charity goes to youth services. And one of our important duck buddies is the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. And Ashley Hohenberger is club director. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Great. Tell us about how things have changed over the past year with the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. And
that's a great question.
Yeah.
We saw a little over 100 kids this past year in our school year, serving kids, whether it be accommodating virtual learning and students that were in school. So going from a 5 to 6 hour day to a 10 and a half, 11 hour day was a big difference. Just accommodating those kids and making sure that they're getting the proper help and homework time and learning to be successful in a year of craziness.
And you've done a great job.
Oh, thank you.
You really have.
Still going.
It's still going. We're in the summertime now, and the new school year starts shortly.
Correct.
How does that affect what you're doing, and what are you ramping up for?
Yeah, so we are finishing a 175 kid summer program right now, and we will be leading into a 200 kid school year program starting up August 23rd. It looks very similar, obviously still following guidelines, protocols. We utilize outside as much as possible. I hate rain days, as anyone does, but the kids are looking forward to back to having their programs and their tutors and everyone coming through the building, that they can, get back to that normal stability that we all need.
How many kids go through your program each year?
We have over 1,000 members that come through the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club.
Wow,
Yes.
that's so important to this community.
Yeah.
The Duck Splash, you're one of our duck buddies, so
Very
we
thankful
contribute.
for that.
How does that help you in what you're doing?
A couple of things is staff, right? It's so hard to find staff in that field of education and working with youth, so that's a huge help. Cleaning supplies. We clean our building constantly. With having 200 kids in the building, you're constantly wiping things down, restocking, and making sure that they're all safe and my staff are safe, so when they go home to their families, we're not spreading anything and we're being healthy and safe. Great,
great. Ashley Hohenberger, club director at the Boys and Girls Club of Wake Forest. Thank you for joining us.
No, thank you, and buy those ducks, guys.
Are you going to say and watch the race?
Yes, I'm
awesome.
going to see it. We're going to pull for the win.
All right, all right. Again, thank you very much for joining us. One of the duck buddies, the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club. Now, this year, fortunate, you can see some of our fans in the background. There's a big 3v3 soccer tournament going on right now at the WRAL Soccer Park, and some of those kids will be joining us to watch the race. Again, the race goes in about 15 minutes. The Super Duper Duck Splash, first prize $1,500, second prize $1,000, third prize $500. The great news is you can still adopt ducks to get in this year's race. What happens is, with the computer, you buy a duck.
What's the cables?
And everybody's getting excited here. You adopt a duck and your number is put in, so you can buy a duck right up, adopt a duck right up until race time, about 14 minutes now. So go online to ncducksplash.com and adopt your ducks. And and help out the Boys and Girls Club and other duck buddies. All right, last year, again, we did not have a live audience, but we streamed this live. It was the second annual Super Duper Duck Splash. Let's take a look back now at last year's event, which was a lot of fun. Mark?
Legion! Oh! It's all dimensions in American Legion! American Legion! Oh, he just hit the sandbag! Soul Dimensions is the winner! American Legion second, Doc's Garage third!
So we're getting ready for the corporate duck race. We're having a little technical issue, but Brian's at the starting line and you can see our ducks there. So give us a moment and we'll be starting this race off really soon.
You're like this. Oh, good for them.
All right, we're about to start the corporate race. We are about to start the race. and University Financial Services. Are we ready?
Tell them to come down. So we're having some audio issues, but we're working through that. But as you can see, the race has just started. And my duck is in the front race. That's University Financial Strategies is leading the way. We need more water though, and we need some brooms. Get us some brooms. Here we come. Here comes the ducks. Who's gonna win? This is the corporate ducks. Who's that in the lead? Is that Dre or Martin? No, who is that?
Financial is sixth. Ron Williams Television is in last place. Here they go. It is Sunbelt Rentals, and here comes Soul Dimensions. Coming out of nowhere again. Dreyer Martin is second. Dreyer Martin is second. And here they go. It is Soul Dimensions, Dreyer Martin, Sunbelt Rentals, Soul Dimension, Dreyer Martin, and it is Soul Dimension, Dreyer second, Sun Rentals is third. Again, defending champ Ellie Penner and Soul Dimensions, even money in Las Vegas, wins the race.
I guessed the correct one.
You guessed, what did you guess?
I guessed the first place one.
Soul Dimensions? Nice job, what's your name?
No.
Noah. Noah right there picked Soul Dimension, and sure enough, Soul Dimension's winning. We're about 10 minutes away from the Super Duper Duck Splash. Mark, roll those videos. The third annual Super Duper Duck Splash, presented by the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest, is just moments away. And the good news is you still have a chance to collect one of those great cash prizes, but you have to have a duck in the race. In all, $3,000 is up for grabs, with cash prizes of $500 for third place, $1,000 for second place, and $1,500 for the duck and owner that crosses that finish line first. So log on to ncducksplash.com, adopt your ducks before it's too late. Then sit back and watch the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash right here. You don't even have to be here to win, as long as your duck is. And it's all for a good cause, with proceeds going to support youth charities right here in our community. The Boys and Girls Club of Wake Forest, Note in the Pocket, the Kerr Family YMCA, and NCFC Youth Scholarships. So log on now to ncducksplash.com, adopt your ducks, and join the fun. And thank you for joining us for the Wakefield Rotary's third annual Super Duper Duck Splash. The Wakefield Rotary Club's third annual Super Duper Duck Splash would not be possible without the help and financial contributions from our generous corporate sponsors, including our lucky duck sponsor, First Heritage Mortgage, our mighty duck sponsors, University Financial Strategies, Dreyer Martin CPAs, Kaleidoscope Realty Group, Monroe, Wallace, Morden, and Sherrill Attorneys. Our Friends of the Flock sponsors, Holden Moss CPAs, Warren Shackelford Thomas Attorneys, Brian Williams Television, Coastal Credit Union, J. Kephart Real Estate, Mitchell and Nemitz CPAs, Soul Dimensions, Wild Birds Unlimited, Our honorary duck partner, Reliant Rubber Company, LLC. And special thanks to Sunbelt Rentals for providing equipment to help build the Super Duper Duck Splash course. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. That corporate duck race, Dallas Bonavita with Note in the Pocket, was pretty awesome, wasn't it?
That was the greatest.
How does Ellie Penner and Soul Dimensions repeat?
You know, they've got the good luck. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What's that?
The mic's a little crappy.
All right. How about if I use my mic? Okay, good. All right. So before we talk to Dallas Bonavita with Note in the Pocket, just want to remind you, you have about 3 minutes to adopt your duck. And again, $3,000 in cash prizes, $1,500 first prize, $1,000 for second prize, $500 for third prize. But as we say, once we open the gate, you're too late. So, all right. Last chance to go online right now and adopt your ducks at ncducksplash.com. 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes right now. All right. We're talking to Dallas Bonavita, the executive director of Note in the Pocket.
That's right.
What an awesome and so important organization you have.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the history for those people that don't know about the great work of Note in the Pocket.
Well, Note in the Pocket was really started by a teacher and her mother. The teacher had her students come in and she noticed a lot of need and it just wasn't okay. So they developed this way of ensuring that the students in her class got what they needed, and it's just grown from there. There's a huge clothing insecurity issue that people aren't aware of, and we're starting to really seriously address it.
Great. How does someone get in touch with you or get the benefit of what you provide?
So we work with referral partners. We work with the Wake County Public School System and a dozen local agencies that work with families in financial crisis. And those referral partners identify the families in need. They place the request for us, and we build a mini wardrobe for all of the students, and we take care of younger siblings and adults in the home as well.
Good. And if I wanted to contribute, how do I go about contributing clothing and to you?
Well, I would recommend you visit the website first, noteinthepocket.org, and you can find all of the information about where to volunteer, where to donate clothes. We have a fairy godmother program. If you like to shop, you can just order clothes and send them right to us. We've got about 100 fairy godmothers that shop whenever we have our greatest needs.
And in each case, it's appropriate for the student, the age, and the schools.
Yes. So we provide high quality, school appropriate clothes and what the kids want to wear to school.
Okay.
Yeah. So we take it all though. Yeah.
And you're expanding, and you're moving to a new site, the Hargrove site. Talk about that, if you would.
So we've been at the Lacey location for almost 6 years, and at the end of September, our lease is up. So we've been working out of the Crossroads Fellowship Church, and we're renting space behind there, which will be our Hargrove location. We'll have 29,000 square feet, which is really going to help us with our expansion efforts to reach more students and families in Wake County.
Mm-hmm. And how does an event like this Super Duper Duck Splash benefit you?
Oh, in so many ways. I mean, just the public awareness alone, people will go to the website and find out where to donate clothes. Everybody has things that they no longer need, they've outgrown, they don't wear them anymore, and we can get them to the families that need them the most. So that's the win. We always need volunteers, so they learn about that, and the financial support, that helps us reach more children as well.
Great. Yeah. Dallas Bonavita with Note in the Pocket, thank you for joining us. And before you leave, I want you to just tell our folks out there, they have last chance to go on to ncducksplash.com and tell them how important it is.
It's so important. Buy some ducks for the children.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, thank you. Next up, now that we've talked to Dallas, we have our last video, and this is just introducing the Super Duper Duck Splash to you. Mark, if you'll roll that. Welcome to the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash from the WRAL Soccer Park in Raleigh, presented by the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest. This is the third annual Duck Splash, and shortly, 5,000 ducks will hit the water racing for glory and rewarding their owners with cash prizes of $500 for third place, $1,000 for second place, and $1,500 for the duck and owner that crosses that finish line first. And the good news is you still have a chance to collect one of those great cash prizes, but you have to have a duck in the race. So log on to ncducksplash.com before it's too late. Then sit back and watch the 2021 Super Duper Duck Splash right here. You don't even have to be here to win, as long as your duck is. And it's all for a good cause, with proceeds going to support youth charities right here in our community. The Boys and Girls Club of Wake Forest, Note in the Pocket, the Kerr Family YMCA, and NCFC Youth Scholarships. Again, log on to ncducksplash.com, adopt your ducks, and join the fun. And thank you for joining us for the Wakefield Rotary's 3rd annual Super Duper Duck Splash. 2. All right.
So audio is always a challenge on these live things. So we're working on it. Brian is gonna lip sync to me, and I'm gonna try to interpret what he's saying. But he's saying this is gonna be a fun race. We're gonna have a lot of fun, as you're gonna see tons of ducks come flying out of that gate. So bear with us as we keep on working on the sound, okay?
We just figured we needed to contain the ducks more, and
It's about 1,000 yards, and it'll take about 4 to 5 minutes for the ducks to get down there. And you got enough water?
we refilled it. Yes, we had a little snafu. We refilled the trailer, and we're ready to go.
All right.
5,000 ducks are ready to go.
Okay, and first prize is $1,500.
1,500, 1,000, or 500. So if you didn't get your duck, you're out of luck.
And once you open that gate, they're too late.
It is too late, so, as we've seen.
Okay.
Okay, folks, so we're going to improvise here. So we're going to tell you from the desk that we're going to start the race. So we're lining up everything. The water's getting filled up. And give us a second here. We're going to make this work.
Welcome to the 2021 Super.
Take his thumb off the
It's a great start.
Guys, so you can run through.
Back.
Okay, folks, it's going to be a close call here, but we're flying down. Here they come. Boom! Oh, yeah. Who won? We'll see.
Right here. Excuse me, sir.
All right. Here, let's take you over to where they're placing the ducks in the right spots. Sean, come on over here. Come on in here, Sean. And Wendy Briley is placing the ducks. And there are top 12 finishers. The top 12 finishers. All right, we'll let you get back to work. You have a few more ducks. Okay. Okay.
They're like alphas.
How'd it go?
I made it work. So
Okay. You got the finish line?
I got to finish. The finish line was the best part.
Okay, good. Good.
I got boom when it came all rushing.
Okay, good. The start was good too?
Yeah, you're actually you're online now. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, no. It's again, Brian's coming over here.
Okay, everybody, just to give you an update. So there was another exciting race. So excited everybody can come and watch it. Right now, we're working on figuring out who the winners are. And so give us a few minutes, and Brian's going to talk to you while we try to look up the numbers, okay? And then we'll announce the winners live on our broadcast, okay?
This is going to be a seat, so when you're ready.
Where's Brian? Have a seat, Brian.
Brian. How are you doing? And you know Brian?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
What are we looking at primarily? The camera, or am I talking to you?
You can look. You can talk to me, but reference the camera, just as if there's a third person there listening.
Go.
You're good. I got you going now.
Okay.
Just talk.
All right. We're back, and what a great race.
Absolutely. There's a lot of action, a lot of jockeying for first place up front. It was, I'll tell you what, you guys have, it's a well-oiled machine.
Well, you know what? We've had some fun with it.
Absolutely.
I'm with Brian Beckelder, who is the Director of Tournaments and Programs.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that for NCFC, one of our duck buddies. We had a lot of fun here, and we planned it this day because you have a big 3-on-3 tournament going.
We've
Talk about that if you would.
Sure. So we have a 3v3 tournament that's taking place today. It's a single day event. We've had about 80 teams come out here, so built a little bit of a time gap in the game to give the kids an ability to watch a really exciting duck race in between some of the games. So great atmosphere, I think, and ultimately really excited that this was able to work out the way it has.
I want to thank you for hosting us at the WRAL Soccer Park, and each year we do it here, and the water supply is great, and the facilities are great, and it's a great atmosphere. Last year we weren't able to have a live audience for this, and so this year, with your 3v3 tournament, we've had a lot of people here, and the kids seem to have a great time.
Absolutely. The number of fake countdowns pleading for the duck race to start was it's been enjoyable for sure. It's been great.
Now NCFC Youth Scholarships is part of one of our duck buddies. Talk about how this money helps and where that money goes.
Sure. So the duck race helps us really accomplish our mission as a whole, to make sure that all kids have access to be able to play soccer. Whether that's through our traditional programming and our financial aid program that distributes about $400,000 a year to help families in either temporary or more permanent circumstances to make sure that soccer is still something they can do. We've also got a number of community outreach programs, whether it be our TOPS program, which is designed for kids with special needs, making sure that they have the attention and the environment to allow them to continue to play soccer. It's a really awesome program to be a part of. We've got our La Liga program, which is specifically designed to eliminate some of the barriers that maybe our Hispanic population might see when getting into soccer. So, and a number of different other programs are after-school Raleigh, after-school programming in Raleigh. We basically work with 6 elementary schools to provide additional, after-school soccer programming for those kids. And then our Durham Police Athletic League, which we are proud to support, and basically it's taking kids, putting them into a soccer environment, and providing some great mentors along the way through the police department. So. Ultimately, for us, it's not just one thing, it's a lot of things, making sure you can participate in our core programming, but then also a number of different targeted areas where we make sure that you as a child, no matter what your situation is, you're able to continue to play soccer.
It sounds like there's something for everyone.
That's correct, absolutely.
How young can the kids get involved? Where do you start?
Well, so we start our Kickstarters program, which actually starts about 2.5 years old. So if you want to get in there, my daughter was a part of the Kickstarters program. It's a lot of fun. At 2.5, are they doing a ton of, what you would identify as soccer immediately? Maybe not so much. My daughter, when she came out the first time, she was so much more excited to pick up a cone and put it on my head and her head, and she ran around, obviously kicked the ball a little bit. So whatever we need to do to introduce soccer as a sport and obviously as an athletic activity for these kids as they're developing, it's really important for them.
That is so critical, because I know my daughter, gymnast all her life, and she picked it up at 18 months,
Sure.
and they just, if you get them involved that early, they just love it and continue on. How does someone, no matter what age, get involved, and how do they contact you, or website, or how do they get there?
So they can visit our website at ncfcyouth.com. So it's ncfcyouth.com.
Okay.
We're obviously on a number of different social media pages as well, Facebook, Instagram. I think we just started TikTok, so that's a bit of an adventure. But ultimately, lots of different ways to find us. But for sure, our website's the best place to start. And again, programming for everybody. So you can find everything on that website, ncfcyouth.com.
And I know it's tough to say, but what's the future? What's the future here? What do you have in the plans going forward?
Well, for us, it's first, really getting back to officially the new normal. Obviously, been navigating through COVID a bit.
Sure.
When we talk about our financial aid program, last year we had a specific fund designated for people who were temporarily impacted by COVID to make sure that those families were able to come in and continue to play soccer. After that, it's really just continuing to make sure that we're accessible, to make sure that our programming is strong and vibrant and with a great customer service, and obviously, number one, making sure that you are enjoying a safe, fun soccer environment.
Okay. Brian, thank you for hosting us.
Thank
you
you
very
it.
much, very
Yep.
much. Brian Beckelder, he has a number of titles, but Director of Tournaments and Programs right here at NCFC Youth Soccer. So now, thanks, Brian.
Yep.
Do we have final results of the race yet? Still working on that. Okay. Well, while we have
adopted ducks this year, so.
Okay, all right. We had a lot of late adoptions come in, but we are calculating that first prize. Now, last year it was Melissa St. John with the Note in the Pocket organization that collected that $1,500 first prize. I'm sure she's still celebrating, and I'm sure she went back and adopted some ducks this year, but we don't know who it is. Hopefully by the time we get off the air here, we'll be able to identify the first place winner at least, and maybe second and third place winner as well. Mark, while we're waiting for that, can you roll our sponsor thank you video again?
I sure
Just to thank those folks that were big contributors to the... The Wakefield Rotary Club's third annual Super Duper Duck Splash would not be possible without the help and financial contributions from our generous corporate sponsors, including our lucky duck sponsor, First Heritage Mortgage, our Mighty Duck sponsors, University Financial Strategies, Dreyer Martin CPAs, Kaleidoscope Realty Group, Monroe, Wallace, Morden, and Sherrill Attorneys. Our Friends of the Flock sponsors, Holden Moss CPAs, Warren Shackelford Thomas Attorneys, Brian Williams Television, Coastal Credit Union, J. Kephart Real Estate, Mitchell and Nemitz CPAs, Soul Dimensions, Wild Birds Unlimited. Our honorary duck partner, Reliant Rubber Company LLC. And special thanks to Sunbelt Rentals for providing equipment to help. How much out, Sister Neil? Okay. Thank you. So those are the great corporate sponsors that really make this event happen. Because again, without them, it'd be tough to build this course and to provide, the services to the duck buddies. Down here, Sean, let's take a look at what's happening down here. Of course, after you have a big race, 5,000 ducks need to be cleaned. So I see Wendy Briley over there. Kelly group called the activity organization. They are really been very helpful. Sent about 20 people here, and when we had our duck tagging party last week, they sent about 30 people here. I want to thank them again. I see Ann Holsing with Credit Union. Helpful today. Nice job, Ann.
Thank you, Brian. Great race. Great race.
It is. All right. We're just moments away from identifying the winners. First prize, $1,500. Second prize, $1,000. Third prize, $500. But just show those pictures, Sean, if you will, some of the cleanup. Melissa, what's her last name?
Is it Jeffries? Morgan. Yeah, Jeffries.
Oh,
Would you like to?
no, that's fine. No, I've been sitting. Don't worry about it.
If we've got the first place, we could just say, here's the first place, we'll be announcing the others later. Thank you for your help. Way to go. Hey. Barb, you got a good seat over there? Yep. Glad to hear it. All right, nice to see you, Janice. All right, so I don't know whose phone that was on the...
That's mine,
Okay, you
and I got it. Thank you. Yep. Yep. That's all good.
Okay.
That's unbelievable.
Wow, she better, whatever she does with that thing, she better just
We
keep
work
it.
him hard in the store.
I know
He
you
flaps his wings 100
Well,
times a
tries on
day.
shoes. Let me see real quick. Because I was thinking, I forgot to bring mine, but I filled this in. You don't want to go back because I think that gives it drag.
Oh, that might be illegal. That might be.
Hey, there were no rules, so Melissa is okay.
You're right.
And then
You're
I
right.
left it at home.
Do they all have these?
Literally have
Yes.
12 of them that didn't have
Yeah, so I thought that would give
were
a
not
drag.
adopted.
So I thought about spray foam.
Yeah.
majority
Listen,
are. And
there's
sawing
no
it off at
rules. There's no
2,000.
rules.
But,
Just key in
okay, let me have this for
Ellie
so,
probably takes
do you
this
want me to
out
get
and
that
builds
box?
it in her backyard.
Yeah,
Sorry, probably,
A little duck splash course and practices.
Yeah. We sing duck songs to it every night. All right. See you later, honey. Good job.
Lynn Carpenter.
Hi. Do we know her? Do I look okay to go to work? Or does that look gross?
See you later, Janice.
Thanks for coming.
She was our area assistant governor
Yes.
for our area.
Hi, Barbara. Nice to meet you.
Laura J. Zeb's friend.
Second
Oh,
time
okay.
on the
Teammate
poster
from
first.
college.
Oh,
so,
great.
Yeah.
What college?
NC State.
NC State.
Yeah,
Cool.
we
Cool.
did gymnastics together.
Oh, wow. Wow. How about that? My daughter went to, what's the coach's, went to his school a number of years.
Wally Funk. You sure it's Funk?
The coach there.
From Mark Stevens.
NC State. Yeah, Mark Stevens.
Help
Yes.
me
Yeah.
spell that.
My daughter went to his camp like 3 summers in a row. She went to Millbrook
Okay,
High
yeah.
School and was the captain. They won a state championship in her senior year. Yeah. Not quite good enough to do at NC State, but loved it. And just loved it. It's so good.
I like high school gymnastics. That was a lot of fun.
Did you?
Brian, can you hold that up?
Sure.
We got the winners. So
Okay. My mic's not open yet, is it?
it is now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I have it closed now.
Can we have the poster? I'll read them.
Let me hurry up and go live on Wakefield Rotary
Okay.
Facebook.
Oh, are we off the Facebook?
Give me. I'm just typing it in. Don't show that yet, please.
Okay.
Don't show it yet.
Mark, I can just go live with mine.
Well, we'll wait till Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think it's been working on Facebook.
Really? Okay.
But we told people to go to the website.
Okay, good.
But I'm going to do a Facebook Live on our Wakefield Rotary
You just let me know.
when he's ready.
Okay.
Because I'm just a side. I want it to show up on YouTube.
Okay. I am about to save this and publish. I'm publishing the. Okay. I'm putting you on. Talking.
Live again? Not yet. We're waiting for Angela.
Well, I'll wait for Mark. Mark, you.
Talk.
All right. We are live again. And
Brian, it's not. Talk now.
all right.
Talk.
We're back.
Just
You got my mic here, right?
press on that Yeti there. Just talk.
All right. Are we back?
Just say I can't.
All right.
Tell you what. Use this mic.
We're going to go with Angela Jameson's camera on Facebook. And here are the winners of the 2021 third annual Super Duper Duck Splash. It is first place, $1,500, Melissa Jeffries. Congratulations, Melissa. And again, your contribution goes to great causes. And second place, Wally Funk. Well done, Wally. Wally Funk wins second place of $1,000. Third place, Lynn Carpenter. Lynn Carpenter, outstanding. Third place is $500. So again, your first prize winner is Melissa Jeffries, $1,500. Second prize, Wally Funk for $1,000. And third place, Lynn Carpenter, $500. Congratulations. And again, thank you everybody that contributed to the third annual Super Duper Duck Splash. Your money goes to great charities, youth charities, including Note in the Pocket, the Wake Forest Boys and Girls Club, the Kerr Family YMCA, and NCFC Youth Scholarships. Again, thank you everybody, and it's been a lot of fun. We'll see you next year, hopefully.